We are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray to the Western press and the Western narrative. You dare dictate you the same old every single day without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. Hi everyone, New Year's Eve. Are you all enjoying yourself? Are you going to enjoy yourself later in a few hours' time when the clock strikes midnight and we're into a new year? Listen, if you're on your own, enjoy it as much as you can. Coming into the new year, let's hope it'll be a better one for you. I'm just sitting here on my own, which is, is it a choice that we have? Or does circumstances put you in that position? It's one of those things, isn't it? But anyway, whoever's out there, Happy New Year to everyone. As Tiny Tim once said, God bless everyone. And I mean that. Honestly, I really do. It's one of those things, isn't it? You're coming up to the new year in a few hours' time. Then you'll have the supporters saying, are we going to buy in? Do we need anyone? Do we need anyone? That's the big, big question. Isn't it really? I think we do. I think we do. I've been watching the games, every game this season. And, we are superb. There's no doubt about that. And as it said on previous pods, it's for us to lose. It's for us to lose. See what I mean? No one else, as they keep saying on posts, above us only sky. That's what it is. They're all chasing us. And even pundits have been saying we're unstoppable. And the last game against West Ham, it's like a stroll. It was like a stroll. Absolutely brilliant. We've got a great squad. Now, I'd like you to tell me, do we need anybody in the winter? Starting tomorrow. And we'll be talking about Trent, Virgil and Mo. They're staying, kept telling us. Mike Hockburns. Hello, Mike. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. I've never seen your name before, but welcome. And if you can, Press the subscribe and the like, please. Subscribe to the channel. Be good. Nice for me. Thank you. Christopher, hi Frank, wish you all the best for the new year 2020. And you too, Christopher. You too, my friend Christopher. And Callum the Copite, the greatest copite on the planet, is this young lad. Bit of an early one, Frank. Is something happening later? No, I said, didn't I? I'll be having an early one. You know, it's to give everybody a chance to do something. You know, obviously, you'll be celebrating. And you don't, well, maybe on, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, even beyond that. You don't want me prattling on. She'll all be busy. That Paul there, he's in Tenerife. Good lad, Paul. Good red, like I saw. Just give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. So that's the thing, Callum. To give you all the time to be with the family, friends, and everybody else. I'll be having a Baileys later, opening a bottle of Baileys. That's what I'll be doing. Nice Baileys, like Baileys. Got myself a bottle. So I said I'll have some of that. So that's what I'll be having. I'll be bringing in the new year. My daughter, my grandson, one of my grandsons, and little Sophie and my granddaughter, they're in Paris at the moment. They're in Disneyland. She phoned me before. She said, we're getting the shuttle to Disneyland now. Disneyland Paris. So they're there. They got there safely. And I was made up because I was really worried this morning because of the wind. You know, taking off on that wind. I hate that wind. I remember coming home from Germany, and turbulence was shocking, just going like that. And all of a sudden we dropped. Never travel in the winter. Steve, you never walk alone. Yes. Happy New Year to you, Frank, and your family. Let's go, champ. Happy New Year to you as well, Steve, and everyone around you. No team wins a title in December, says Steve. Absolutely, we've said that all the time. As I mentioned just before, Steve, I don't know whether you heard it, it's ours to lose. It's ours to lose, Steve. It's ours to lose, mate. And carries on by saying, it ain't our title to lose. Long way to go. Go yet. And lots of twists and turns also. Yeah. Long way to go. Go yet. But a long way, of course there's a long way to go. And twists and turns. Only fools say we have won the title in December. Yeah, Liverpool fans, I know, everyone on here. We've all said we're in a great position to go on and win it. That's what the lads are saying. That's what they've been saying, Steve. But that's not saying we've won the title, we're going to win the league. Don't forget, you've got our away fans who are the best in the world for me. And they chant it. We're going to win the league. And you don't blame them chanting. They're away, they're out of the ground. Now you're going to believe us. That's what they like. And you get carried with the emotion. Great lads they are. Great, fantastic away fans, our lads. I know a few of them, I know quite a few of them. And they're lovely people. Never miss a match. Whether it's in Europe or whether it's in the cup matches, that playing whoever, Scunthorpe, they're there. Champions League games, they're there abroad. Christopher says fans and managers always want more players, but the owners don't. Waiting for someone to say. Just waiting for someone to say that. We're in a good position in the table. We need to strengthen now in January 2025 to keep our momentum going. Over to you, you cheap broke FSG. I think you should have put an ERS at the end there. Brokers, because that's what they are. That's what they are, Steve. Good comments, you and Christopher. Brilliant. Love it. Already. Edward, all the best, Frank, in the chat. All the best, Edward. Lovely to see you there again. Steve says, who is the biggest threat to stopping Liverpool winning the title? It's cheap broke FSG again. We're getting that more pay, aren't we? I believe. Think so anyway. Strong rumour. But I hate saying that. I never go along with rumours. But that is, what's going on. Do you like him? And as it says, Madrid have made an approach for Trent. He's not going. He's not for sale. Believe you me. He's not for sale. I'm telling you now. And FJT, FJT, couldn't you just put FIT fit? Surely he's willing now. Listen, we never count our chickens, but as I said, as I said, mate, it's Liverpool's to lose. See, look, we have a fantastic squad, a certain squad of players, and injuries always plague us. But we haven't got the squad in depth. This is why I've always said we need at least 3 players. And I've said this many times, the lads will tell you, I'd love that in Cappy. I'd love him on my side. I'd love him because he can play 2D. Excuse me. He can play 2 roles. He can play left back. He's brilliant left back. But he can also play left side at centre back too. I'd love him. I really would. Let's see. We won't get him, like, you know that. Steve says most fans are losing their heads over the fake news. Yes, going to Madrid. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Good lad. We only have 2 fit available centre backs now, and only have 1 right back and 1.5 left back. 1.5. We need a centre back, a number 6 signed next week. Yes. Yeah. But if we sign in Cappy, he can play either left back. We need a left back, you know. We really do. I've been watching Robertson. I've been watching him. When it was 0-0 against West Ham, they could have easily scored all through it. First few minutes could have been a different game. I don't want mistakes like that, to be honest, Steve, or anyone on here. Don't like it. Steve loves FSG, you know. He's an agent, you know, to see if we don't like FSG. I can see cheap broke FSG bringing in another Kabaktic or Mellow type signing. We are freaked. Do you know what? Don't say that, please. That's what I've been dreading. I don't know what this fucking uses to, and I'm being honest. I just don't know what Richard uses to. And Yusuf's replying to Steve, it's January, so the Trent and Madrid rumours were always going to resurface. The media has to have something to talk about and put us down. That's a great shout, Yusuf. That's a great shout. I never follow the British press or any press because it's full of crap. No matter what it is, whether it's football or what's going on in the world today. Full of lies, misinformation, disinformation and propaganda. And Yusuf, prepare yourselves for Salah to Saudi rumours. It's a nap. They're going nowhere, I'm telling you now, lads. They're the spine. Remember at the beginning of the season, what I said, we cannot afford to lose our spine, any of our spine. That includes Alisson. This is what I said. Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Mo. That's what I said. Any of them. Can't afford to lose them. And lo and behold, big rumours, you know, about Trent, Virgil and Mo. And FGC came out after joy to win a coffee, mate. Good shot there. Harry. Oh, I don't follow England, you know that, don't you? You know I don't follow England. And you know what? Not being funny, but Southgate getting an item. I'm you know me, I'm totally against the establishment anyway. Totally against them. And for them to give this fella an item, waffle. Please, waffle. Look at the greatest manager in British football, and he didn't get anything. Bob Paisley. And they're giving Southgate. I wonder why I don't follow England. Yusuf. That'll do the rounds this month. Always do the round this month. With Mo and Saudi. How's it going, bro? Says FJT. How's it going? It's going all right. I think it is anyway. It's up for other people to say, you know. I'm singing all right. I've got to go to the hospital on the 2nd. When's the 2nd? Day after tomorrow. I don't know what the day it is, to be honest. Is it Thursday? Yeah, I have to go to Aussie. I have to get a cab up there. So, and Steve says, Gomez is out for a few weeks. She broke up SG. She'll be in talks now. Yeah, because I felt so sorry for Joey. When he came in for Canete, he was brilliant. And don't forget, you know, when Spurs went for him, I think it was last season, I said, don't sell him because he's the most versatile. He can play anywhere along the back line. He can play right back, centre back, and left back. Anywhere along the line he can play. Joe. It's a pity he got to pull that hamstring. And the Copites of Enfield. LFC reject Madrid's offer for Trent. Yes. Oh, come on. Come on. Suarez or Salah. I love that. I love the two of them. I said that Suarez, I put Steven Gerrard as the greatest Liverpool legend because he dragged Liverpool. Right, I've always said that. Took over the mantle of Kenny Dalglish, in my opinion. Suarez, I've always said, is the greatest player. Only for a short period, he played for us. The greatest player to put a red shirt on. I've always said that. I've always said that. Could you imagine him in this side now? Could you imagine him in the 80s side? Under Bob Paisley? 70s and 80s. Mo Salah. There's nothing. That assist he had for Cody. That was and he meant it. It was the greatest. Still can't. No one can explain what he did. But the players knew, especially Curtis Jones. So he's been practicing that. And it came off. And he put it through the legs, didn't he? Gapco scored, Cody Gapco. Another assist. He's incredible. FGH, I couldn't, honestly, I can't tell you. I really can't. It's like saying, who's the greatest actress? Who's the greatest actress? British actress. And you know, you think of all these wonderful, and you look at the likes of Dame Judy and Dame Maggie. Those two, you go, who's the best actress? You can't. These are Oscar winners. Then you can bring in other great actors. See what I mean? So it's hard to split. It's hard to split because Mo's still with us and he's got another 2 or 3 years. And at the end of that 3 years, he could become the greatest Liverpool legend. That's the only way I can. You're horrible, JT. That's going to be that. It's easy. You've got me in a quandary. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Oh. Steve says the complete silence from Pro FSG regarding the Trent and Virgil and Salah contracts is not good for our title charge. Outside noise is bad. That's a cracking comment. I have to admit, that's a cracking comment. Because we've said it all along. Just had a text of a fellow historian. We're doing a pod, not a live one. That'll be powerful. It'll be powerful, believe you me. And we're just going to put it on YouTube, see how it goes. You know, sometime in the new year. Soon. FGT, poor old Samikas. Yeah, I think Samikas is okay, you know. I really do. Now, I might get on here, drawn and quartered, but I'd rather see Samikas in place of Robertson. But that's just my opinion. And Steve says, FSG, give Arnie, that is quality. That is centre-back number 6. Yeah. But he won't. He won't. Next week, we win the title of April. Over to you, cheap broke FSG. And Youssef, that's a tough one. Suarez carried the likes of Flanagan, Glendia. It's just named them there. To a title race. Plus we had, I never mentioned that man's name. Won't even mention him, the Northern Irishman. Horrible man. Horrible man. Tell you, he should have been sacked long before he got the sack. And I was up at Anfield, Champions League game, against the mighty Basel of Switzerland. And don't forget, we got it. And I'm telling you now, Luis Suarez begged to stay with Liverpool. Don't sell me. I want to play in the Champions League next season for Liverpool. And the Northern Irishman said, no, you're going. And who did he bring in? Ricky Lambert. So Ricky Lambert kicked off against Basel at Anfield. Under the lights. And at half time, Ricky didn't come out. He only had one centre forward, Ricky Lambert, and he took him off at that time. We ended up drawing 1-1 and out of the Champions League. That's when he should have been set. I didn't want him in the first place. Anyway. Got through the back door into the Premiership with Swansea. And we gave him, I said, what are we getting him for? Steve says, FSG Gavani, oh yes. Eto'o, Subamendi or Edison. I'm not going to get Subamendi. We win the quad. Over to you, FSG. If Suarez was part of this team, says Yusuf, and was managed by the likes of Klopp and on, who knows what he would achieve? Yeah. Absolutely spot on that. That's a cracking comment. FTJ, Salah for trophy, Suarez for Mad Ibra type of power. Mad Ibra type of power. Suarez is Ibra caliber, 100%. What's that? I'm only a PhD, you know, believe it or not, but I don't know what Ibra means. This is an abbreviation of something. You'll have to let me know. Steve says, Frank, FSG are going to sell Enzo next month, yeah, and his replacement, Batatic. Yeah, bring him back from loan. The money for Linda's shopping trips to Milan, FSG out. Copy to Banfield. I think Virgil and Salah will stay. Trent wants Madrid. Steve says, Chiesa wants to return back to Italy. Bring in Ryan Cherky as his replacement. That's a smart, clever move to do. Any move. Well, I've always said, haven't I, since people have been following me, when we brought Chiesa in, it was an appeasement sign. That's all it was. To appease the fans. Cheap. Yeah, get him in. Federico. And I follow Serie A. Always followed it. Two teams I have only through family things. And that's Napoli and Inter. Followed it. Look at Juve, you know, I've looked at them millions of times. I dare Federico Chiesa. Telling you now. I said it, the lads will tell you. I said he's injury prone. There's no way Juve would have sold him for around 10, 12 million, whatever we got him for. No way. Now there's a chance of him going to, I think, Inter. I think it's Inter. Or AC, I'm not quite too sure. On a loan with a shelter buy. I'd have loved to made an impact, but I said at the time, he's not going to do it. That was on the day we signed it. I said he's not going to do it. How many games has he played? Half a game. Half a game. Was it against Bournemouth? And Youssef, Southgate getting a title is actually a joke. Shocking. I don't follow England, as you know, Youssef. I follow the Azzurri, Italy. Always have done since I was a kid. And, you know, for him to get a title, it's failure. It's failure. Do you ever remember Eddie the Eagle? Everybody loved Eddie the Eagle. Why? He was a clown of these, you know, those ski jump things. But they loved him because he tried. He's getting a title because he failed. Anyway, I'm not interested in him. Noah Hyde is answering Steve there. FSG is not even about making money. They don't make sense, as winning the title brings in more revenue than saving on transfers. They are part of the managed decline of the city. Just imagine if they were there, Manchester City owners. And City would be in the third division now. Nunes wanted by Italian clubs on loan with an option to buy. Nunes out next month and bring in Jonathan David on a low fee, says Steve. Noah Hyde. RBS appointed John Henry, not for any reason. Yep. See, they've got a portfolio, Fenway Sports, from ice hockey to baseball to football. They've got everything. Golf. But who makes the most money? This lot. Steve says, Froggate gets a night. That makes sense. Trent in Madrid, Salah to Saudi are all clickbait. Yes. Lazy journalism by dog poo journalists. It's not, you know, it is lazy in a respect. But as you said there, it's clickbait. It's clickbait. And that's what they want. They have favourite clubs. You know, you get Manchester United, and you never really see them having a go at their managers. They've had loads of managers. Do you ever remember when Ferguson went and Ferguson said, "We're bringing in the greatest manager, my number one choice for the dream of Manchester United." And that was David Moyes. Failed miserably, and every other manager has failed. I don't think it's the manager or the managers. It's the team. They brought in Ruben Amorim. Now they wanted Ten Hag to go. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Now they're saying, get rid of him. Who? Amorim. Especially if Liverpool beat them the weekend. Edwards, I had a good pod on a lad, and there was Salah was crap against West. See, these know, Edward, they know nothing. Absolutely. I was watching the game, you know, at the, you know, that time you had that stupid girl with Jamie Redknapp, and she, what the hell was she talking about? That Mo Salah didn't know what he was doing. You know, when he gave the ball to Cody to the assist, he didn't know what he was doing. And, you know, they still got a chance. They still got a chance. They're starting to come back. Jesus. She should have been sacked after that. But it's all this inclusion nonsense. It's all the inclusion. I'm not sexist in any way possible. But these girls, they haven't a fucking clue. Sorry to swear. Didn't mean to swear. They haven't a clue. Would you swap Muniz for Kudus next month? I know would. One of our lads, sorry. One of our lads, he comes on here. Don't think he's on tonight. He'll be out. The Red Bears. Hey, Frank, just popped in to give you a well-deserved like. Thank you. Mille grazie. Red's in the chat. Like and subscribe. If not already, to our Frankie. You know he's worth it. Oh, thanks. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye all. You'll never walk alone. Redbirds, all the best, mate. All the best. I'll be seeing you on the pod. I'll be seeing you on the pod. I just want to mention the fantasy football and the prizes that you can win, hopefully, whoever it is. And there's a Champions League fantasy, and there's also a Premier League fantasy. So the Premier League one is this. You can win this. It's an expensive watch. Perpetual motion. It's a heavy thing as well. Very heavy. The back, I'm not taking it out of that. Smear to getting it back. You know, there's a glass back. You can see the works in it, and it's not a battery operated. It's a wind. You know, you wind it up. So whether that's upside down, showing you. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, that's the proper way. That's the watch. You don't have to worry about the strap. It can fit any sort of wrist. So that, you know, you don't have to worry. You can just wind it up, put it on, and you're away. It's an excellent watch. It's not a cheap one either. So you can win that. That's for the Premiership. If you haven't done the thing yet, joined it. And you can win this for the Champions League. Let me take this thing down. You can win that. It's the programme from the Champions League final. And what you've got at the top there is Mo Salah's original autograph. That's seen signing that. There's number 11 there, see? So that's the programme. And Liverpool won the Champions League in Madrid 2019. It's yours. Whoever is lucky enough to win it. So that's the watch and the thing. And I'll give you, if you don't mind, just bear with me, please bear with me. Because I haven't got the thing yet to put up. You know, the code. Right, so the code for this one here, for the European ones, I just have to try and show you this on this phone. So the code for the Champions League, the Mo Salah one, is that. I will show you it again. ROGGW2. That's the code. That's the code. You can see it. That's the Champions League. And not this. I always get this thing. Oh, come on. Well, that was the, I don't know what the fucking one I used. I'm sorry about this. Do you know what? Let me go back. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the? That's the fantasy Champions League. No, that's the Champions League. And 9JN619. Or is that 6I9? 6I9. 9JN6I9. If you want to take a photograph of it, tell me, I'll put it back up. And so you'll give you time to take a photograph. I'll have to. Yeah, I'm awfully sorry about this, people. Really am. I just have to go to fucking loads. I'll try and get it up. I'll try again. Haven't a clue. I'll get it up anyway for the next pod. Next year. So next year's later on. So I'll try and get it. I haven't a clue how to put these things up. And Stevie says, best LFC legend, Stevie or Sally. As I said, Steve, we'll see how if Mo carries on for another 2 or 3 years. We'll see then, Steve, honestly. You said Gerard is today, I'm telling you now. Yusuf, Kudus is a bit of a selfish player. He handled the ball, when he hit the post. He handled that, by the way. Should have been brought back for a foul. I'll tell you now, Salah, he's proved it. He's level on goals, isn't he, with him now? Far fewer games. Noah Hyde says, never get rid of our high-value players, no matter how bad they try to paint Nunes or his bad form. His attributes overshadows Jota and Dan's ability. Keep our squad and release the cheap ones. And Yusuf says, have a feeling we'll get Yao Pedro from Brighton. It's good, eh? It's good. And Steve says, Virgil and Salah to sign new 2-year deals. Hell yeah. Steve says, Pedro's not what we need. Daz. Big up, Frank, mate. Have a good 2020. You too, Daz. You too, mate. You too, mate. And Christopher says, Sloot said Kanate is on his way back. Yeah, he should be playing against Man United. I personally think we could do it. A left back, yes, so do I. A centre back, a DM, yeah, defensive mid, and a striker. So fingers crossed. That's some shopping list with our owners, isn't it? But yeah, we do need players to keep that momentum going. This momentum now. Great comments tonight, lads. Thanks. Great comments. I thought I'd be the only one on tonight, to be honest. I would have just wished everyone a happy New Year. And the Reds, of course. No, Frank, may I ask, is it, hang on, is it is it the monarchy hates the city of Liverpool and has tried to manage decline. No, what it was the government managed decline. It had nothing to do. I just don't like the establishment, and they're part of the establishment. I took Prince Charles around when he was Prince around St. George's Hall, going back to 2007 or 8. Don't know whether it was for our birthday or for the Capital of Culture 2008. I forget what one it was. And they said, will you take HRH Charles around? I said, no. But you know, they all like the back of your hand. I brought him around anyway. He had to, it was my job. And he was a nice fella. The situation's moved in terrible. I asked him, I said, do you fancy a cup of tea? He said, the situation's moved in terrible. I cannot just go and have a cup of tea. So he said, oh, well, all right then, I'm going to see you tonight. True. And yeah, no, it's not the monarchy, believe me. And it's tried to no, it was the government, it was Thatcher's government. Thatcher and Geoffrey Howe managed to decline the city. But it's always been like that with our city. And if so, does not appointing FSG with the same caveat seems logical. Keep us afloat but not win. That's a good analysis, but you know, I like that. I like the way you try to work that out. No, I like it. We need some quality players signed in January 2025 to keep our quad charge going. Yes, says Steve. And Callum, I'm one of you now. 2024 Liverpool memory. That's nice. I'm one of you now. Yes. One of the bunch. One of the lads on it. We need FSGL protest next month. We need Trent, Virgil, Salah to stay. Protests also. To be honest, with this new legislation, protests are banned. If, you know, they've only got to bring in the police, right? Go to jail. This is the way the West is going. I don't want to get too political, by the way. This is all about us. This is all about the Reds. Oh, got this bloody pain in the elbow. And you said, oh yeah, I remember that Basel game. Markovic got a red card for nothing, yeah. Laser Markovic, yeah. I'm sorry for that lad. Steve says, Man United could get relegated and we win the title. What a year, 2025. No, did you know FSG was taken to court by the previous Yank owners for illegal takeover? Yeah. Yeah, I do know. And it was illegal. I didn't want Hicks and Gillette, and you know, I just did not want American owners. And I said, I hope we don't get more American owners. And what did we get? More American owners, because they knew where the money was. Yusuf says Ibrahimovic, I think he means by Ibra. Oh, right, okay. Thanks, Yusuf. Ibrahimovic. He brought Chelsea a wealth of talent. He loved Chelsea, you know. He loved them. And then all of a sudden, they started calling Chelsea, Chelsea, which I think was childish by grown men, to be honest. That's me, though. That's me. And Noah, it brings to question the closed bidding criteria. Depends, though, doesn't it, really? Noah Hyde. And Steve says, if prime SG, Steven Gerrard, Suarez were in this team, we would destroy the league at Champions League for the next 5. Yes. I'll tell you who else I'll throw in there. A great fella as well, this fella. And he was thrown to the dogs. Fernando Torres. Incredible. And it's a pity when he was with Stevie was on the decline. And Suarez was told a year before that he'd be going. It affected him. A year before he went. Steve says, cheap broke FSG propaganda has started already, Frank. They are saying the club is making plans to splash the cat. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was listening to John Bradley on the last match. It put us up on LFC TV. And I was listening to him. And he said, well, big clubs don't usually buy in the winter. And I thought, you're just fucking saying that. They usually buy in the summer. And I said to him, I'm talking to the telly on me up. I said, we don't fucking buy in the summer. What are you talking about? I know John. He's a smashing fella, great commentator, by the way. I said, oh. And that was a little bit of a spin for the owners. You don't usually buy, big clubs don't usually buy in the January. They wait for the summer. Okay, we don't fucking buy in the summer. That's what I said to myself. Well, I never said it to myself, I said it to John on the telly. Shout at the telly, that is. Gomez out, says Steve. Arnie to rush back. Connor, he'll have to. FSG don't have to sign a centre back next month. He's really having a go at the owners. Frank Broughton, the Chelsea fan, yeah, he was brought in to look after our interests. And you know all this fucking nonsense? This is what annoys me, by the way. All this nonsense about the owners saving LFC, no chance, they never. That's a load of bollocks wrapped up in tinsel. Even the Royal Bank of Scotland turned around and said Liverpool would never have gone into administration. Too much collateral. They had millions. They were just waiting for owners. And that brought... I was told that he didn't want Liverpool. There was other buyers. There were other buyers wanting to buy them. And he didn't want owners to come. He knew what the fucking Americans were like. He knew that. He knew their model. How they go about. Like a shelter buy sort of thing. That's what we became. And he just didn't want any owners to come in with bags of money and say, I mean proper football fans as well. Proper football fans, not just businessmen who don't like football or anything to do with British sport. They're just there for the money. And He didn't want any. It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. I was the historical consultant for Liverpool One during the building of Liverpool One. And there was a meeting, and it was about the building of the arena. And I'm sitting there, and he was this jock, fucking jock, coming down, business, fucking part of the year paint. And I had a couple of clashes with him, And one of them was over the arena, and he's saying, oh, yeah, we're going to build a 10,000-seater, 9,000-seater arena. I stood up and I went, hang on. The fuck are you talking about? I said, we want a 20,000-seater arena. We want all the major stars. And we ended up getting it. We ended up getting a 10,000-seater arena. The major stars don't come in. I always remember, not that I like the woman, like, but Barbara Streisand. She came and she wanted to play Liverpool. And they said, well, we've got a 10,000-seater arena there. And she said, no. She said, I'll go to Manchester, where the old 20 odd. That was the problem, because the people who were running the capital of culture were from Manchester. And I was fuming over it. They stood in our way. It could have been a lot better if Scouse as well. That's me. Fucking phonies. Was I angry? Yes. Yeah, so I'll go back to what you said, Steve. Brought the Chelsea fan, made sure LFC was not sold to ambitious owners who could make LFC a powerful footy force. Absolutely, that's why I gave that. That's why I gave that particular example. They didn't want competition, so you keep them back. That's why sell them to them. Christopher, Alan Hansen got a CBE. Now, he was a player, yeah. He was great, Hans. I refused the gong. I was put forward for the gong. And it could have been a CBE, OBE, MBE, I don't know what the fuck it was. And I said, no. Why? Why don't you want me? I said, I've been fighting the establishment for years. Does anybody forget the 15th of April, 1989? Does anybody forget that? Does anybody remember that? Have you all forgotten about it? This is me, talking to these people who wanted to put me forward. I would have got it as well. He said, no, you'll get it. I said, I don't fucking want it. Do you blame Hughes for Yeah. For lack of signings this summer and the delay in getting new deals signed up, or as Hughes doing his job and FSG ain't signing off on Hughes recommending. No, he can't fucking recommend anyone. I've never heard him recommend anyone. The only thing I know that he's done was gone on holiday. Remember that? So that's where's Hughes. Oh, he's on holiday. He's just gone on holiday. Chris Tick says, as carefully mentions youth aspect of LFC, that's his cop-out. If Fenway dropped the ball with Trent, Mo and Virgil because the Sharks will likely settle for the top four, which is all they want. And if they don't finish in the top four, what happens? Hey Frank, Happy New Year. You never walk alone, says Cody the False Nine. Hiya Cody. Happy New Year to you too. And he says, what do you make of Madrid's? No, he's staying. He's staying. So don't be worrying. You won't be gutted. Steve says, Frank, if you was a manager and joins a new club and change formation to your best system and the players can't make it work, would you still stick to it even though you have lost the last 6 games? Listen, you've always got to have a plan B. If it's going wrong, you know, you're talking about Amarim, aren't you? You've got to understand that this fella's just come in. He's just come in. And he's trying to, you know, like his system. He's got bad players there. He's got bad players, I've always said that. To try and make them work to your system, it's not going to work. So you've got to have a plan B. And you could see a plan B against Liverpool. Not that Liverpool are losing, but you know, to stop the rot, to try and stop the rot. Sorry about this, I always get this bloody itchy note every fucking time I do a pod. All my nostril around here itches like mad. And he carries on by saying, what offer have Madrid made for Trent? And he's talking to the code. Yeah, you know, it's only that fucking paper talking stupid Sky, I think, which I don't watch. Only watch the football. And Cody says they made a bid for him to sign early in January transfer window. And you said, why can't Madrid sniff around other clubs for players and not ours? Can't stand that club. I can't. And neither could Fernando Torres. Did you know that? Do you ever remember when he scored against them at Anfield, 4-0 game? I was there. Brilliant. And I was in the Annie Road above. And he scored at the Annie Road and turned to, they were right below us, the Madrid support. And he was like that, showing his knee. Never forget that. Went like that. Gary, cheers everyone, you never walk alone. Cheers, that for me. Happy New Year, Gary. Happy New Year, mate. And Steve says, no bid's been made for him. And Callum says, Youssef, it's a compliment we don't want. And that wouldn't surprise me, I'm being honest. Madrid coming in for McAllister, Gravenberch, Canate over the next 2 years. coming for anyone good. Anyone good. And Steve says, Frank, will our rivals strengthen new? Now, new? Yeah. Next month, yes. In the month, yeah. The new month, yes. And we'll see Brochella aside. We just have to wait. I don't think we will sign. This is what I'm saying. It will come out, all the Virgil and Trent and Mo signs a new contract. They're like 3 new signings. I've said that all along. And we won't sign anyone. Because we've got like 3 new signings, albeit that they've been playing for us for years. Absolutely ridiculous. Cody says, if Trent goes to Real, I don't want to see any of this. He can come back when he's 31 and retire as a Liverpool captain. If he goes on a free, lock the door behind him. Stevie Mac did it, didn't he? Stevie McManaman. He never ever came back. Ali Danus. Hello and Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year, Ali, our Romanian friend. I hope you're well. I could have mentioned something about Georgescu, Ali, but I won't. It's not the time. But you're getting the globalists not wanting Georgescu. That's for another. That's for the current issues, global current issues. Black and white boy. Hello, black and white boy. Thanks for the history vids on the city, Frank. Fingers crossed. Moving from Scotland, Liverpool in 2025. A big move, but following my heart. Happy New Year. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Black and white boy. That's lovely. So I'm glad you enjoyed them. I'll tell you what you want to watch. I'll tell you what you want to watch. Watch what's it bloody called? What it's called? Liverpool. Why is it so different from the rest of the country? I'm in that, and that's an updated one. And you'll see why Liverpool is so different from the rest of the country. You'll get that on YouTube, black and white boy. Steve says, Frank, you can only add 1 prime player to this squad. That is, I'm going to kick your head in when I see Steve. Yeah, it'd have to be Louis. It'll have to be Louis Suarez. But could you imagine them 2 together? With Stevie and Xabi Alonso behind them, and behind them cleaning up. Mascherano. Javier Mascherano. Wow. Along with Mo up front, by the way. Frank, how did FSG lowest bid get accepted by Broughton over the higher bids corruption? Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. Of course. Frank, says Steve, Rooney just got sacked again. He's got more sacks than... That's cheering me up. That's true. Come on, Saxon Santa Claus. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Mary Nelson. Hello, Mary. Oh, yeah. I just want to wish you and your family a happy new year. All the best for 2025. Thank you, Mary, and the same to you. I'll be celebrating sitting here, watching the telly, watching the things coming in, you know, all the lovely fireworks going off, drinking a little Baileys and wishing myself the best for 2025. And you lot up there. Thank you, Mary. You're a lovely person. And Ali says, they banned Georgescu. He won 65% of the vote. It's shocking what they're doing. You're reading too much Western press, Ali. You're reading too much Western press. Globalists want you. BlackRock want you. Want your country. They want your country. Georgescu doesn't want them. Georgescu is a man for his country. That's all I'm saying on the matter. You'll have to listen to the current affairs there. And anyway, it's on the, I think it's the 13th of January, not March, but we'll see. See, America's got a grip of you, your country, like it's got a grip of every other country. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Been watching it today, the demonstrations. Steve says, Frank, City will sign 3 new players, Arsenal will bring in a striker, Chelsea will bring in an experienced centre-back, and Villa Forest will also make signings. Yeah. Man City's set. And Ali, I hope one day I will have the chance to come to Liverpool to meet all of you. You never know. Yes, Ali. You'll always be welcome to my home. Always. As he's 66. Wonder what Conor Bradley thought of today's Trent news. See, that is a great backup, Bradley. Brilliant. And he carries on by saying, love to know how much money Rooney has made as a managerial favour. Good work if you can get it. You might get it, mate, son. Like Gareth Southgate. As someone calls him, Gareth Fraudgate. Brilliant. Steve says, if bids came in for Trent, Virgil, Salah next month, yeah. If the massive bids, that's all they see. That's what they see. They see big dollar signs over their heads. They don't see a person. They don't see a person in front of them. They see a big dollar sign over their head. I totally agree with you there, Ali. We'll have to have a chat, one day. We really will. They have it already, Frank, after Ceausescu fallen. A group of corrupt took over and destroyed our country. Too bad. Listen, you've got CIA infiltration. You've got globalists who want your country. That's where your corruption is. It goes on all over. It goes on in the Middle East. It's going on in Ukraine now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't talk about immigrants. The Romanian people are good for them. I don't talk about immigrants. Man City to blow 150 million next month. Say Steve. Ali. Just imagine, Frank. One minimum wage in Romania is €450. Gas bill is 500. You've got to blame what's going on. You've got to blame the Nord Stream pipeline being blown up by the Americans. And Europe is like this. We won't say it's the Americans. They're terrified of the Americans, especially Germany and everybody else. That's why Europe is freezing. You've got Zelensky now saying he's cutting off a pipeline. Then the biggest fraud, the biggest con man in the world today, Zelensky. His wife has just bought a 4.2 million car. How the fuck can she afford that? Because Ukraine is the biggest washing machine in the world. The money laundering goes on. This America's giving them more billions before Trump comes in, because that billions is being laundered back to America and in Zelensky's pockets and all his little cronies. Enough said now. Man United looking for a striker. Rooney to shine for them 16. Adi says, not footy related, but what do you think about Sadiq Khan getting out? Do you know what? I know it's not footy related, football related, but it's shocking what's going on. What's he getting like? The Londoners, the ordinary Londoners. What's left of the ordinary Londoners, if you know what I mean? I'm not going down that rabbit hole. They despise him. He's done everything wrong. I don't want to get into that London politics, get myself into trouble. Really will. Bad enough here. No amount of signings will stop this LFC trade in 2025, says our new friend, Black and White Boy, who's coming down to live in Liverpool from Scotland next year. It's great, isn't it? I tell you what, you'll be welcome down here, you know, Black and White Boy. You'll be mostly, honestly, you've got the friendliest people on the planet here. Well, they were voted the friendliest and warmest people in the UK. So you'll be all right with us. More political, like, you know. And we just want the best for our city and our football team, as you can tell. CW, even in Frank and chat, even in say. You getting ready for the big celebration at 12? Jesus, I wish I was going out, you know. I can't bloody walk. I was a go outer, a going outer. Love going out. Stuck in them. I just hope when I go to Aussie on the second Thursday, he can do something for me. The places I've been invited to, you know, and I'm talking, honestly, this is true. I'm talking from Bali to Canada, to America, LA, being invited to Chicago, being invited to New York. And I've just seen a name there. This lad, friend from Tampa, wondered if he'll invite me over there, but I can't go. The way I am. Anyway, good to see you there, T. No, Phoenicians bloodline and the Phrygian cap statues are everywhere like parasites. Brian, you're going into there something there, aren't you? There, Noah Hyde. There's lots of parasites in the world today. And as he says, black and white boy, are you a Newcastle fan? No, I can tell you that. He's a red. He's a Scottish lad, by the way. Addy. No whiskey tonight, Frank, says Ali Denise. I've got a Bailey's. I bought myself a bottle of Bailey's. So I'll do. Screw it. Salute tutti. Dennis Papera. Happy New Year, folks. All the way from Tampa. It's international tonight, isn't it? We've got Noah Hyde, Singapore. Dennis, American, down in Tampa. And Ali from Romania. International. That's what I like. Happy New Year, Dennis, mate. Happy New Year. This year I will do nothing, but good times will come, says Ali News. Of course they will. And look after your mum. You've only got one mum. Never forget that. Look after your family. Embrace them. Embrace your friends. Oh, lovely Mary. Happy New Year from Belfast. Happy New Year from Liverpool. Happy New Year. So you come from Belfast? Hey, you come from Belfast, eh, Mary? Love your name, by the way, Mary. Love your name. TW. Off topic, Frank, but would love you to do a pod on the Royals, Charlie and Wills, and all the money they get off the NHS schools, prison, etc. because of the land they own. Shocking. Get locked up. Honestly. The way, listen, we follow America. And whatever they say, in America's terrible. In America's terrible. And, you know, the legislation's over there. They've been filtered over here. And you can't say anything. And I'll tell you what it's all about. It's all about wokeness. You can't say nothing. If you say something, you're labelled. It's so easy to label now. Oh, you're a ism. That's what it is. All the isms come out. You can't say nothing. And then you're in trouble by being called ism. There's your woke. It's all the inclusion. Changing history as well. I'll be doing a pod with a fellow historian. And it'll be all about that. No punches pulled. I think Mary will like it. Mary Nelson. I think she'd like it. I'll talk about the Irish as well. I've given a lecture about the Irish from 1566 onwards. Sir Humphrey Gilbert, the half-brother of Sir Walter Raleigh, when he went over to Ireland in order to cause famine. And that was in 1566, not 1845, with the potato famine. I should have done that, inverted commas, potato famine. They had loads of potatoes. They were even exporting potatoes over to England during the famine, the potato famine. And as George Bernard Shaw said, how could there be a famine when the country was full of food? Very famous quote. TW. Nah, Frank, on my own tonight, staying in to watch your film. So, I'm on my own. Been on my own for ages. It's the way it is. I go on a dating agency. But who's have me? David Shakespeare. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, David. You've got the greatest name in the world. You and Mary Nelson. David Shakespeare. Love Shakespeare. Love him. The man. And once again, Mary, Happy New Year to you, sweetheart. Happy. Noble one. Noble one. True Frank, says Ali Denise. And black and white, black and white, black and white. Should have just called yourself BW. I'm defo a red, but I actually feel bad when the Blues lit up. I just love the city and the people as a whole. That's lovely. There's a fella named, he comes on here. He's been to my home, actually. Stephen Snape. And he's a smashing fella. Comes out with all these big words that tongue twisted. Just like, what no ads up before with these bloody things. Anyway, he got it home. He says, yeah, I'm moving to Liverpool because he's a big red. And he came up from Stoke. And he came up and he had to find this road. He had to find this road. And someone told him, oh, it's by Frost Building. And he went, oh, okay, then. And anyway, he went further up. And he saw another fella, and he said, do you know where this road is? It's by the Frost Building. He said, yeah, just by Iceland. He said, I thought he was taking the piss. Frost Building by Iceland. Oh, he said, I thought he was taking the piss. And he said, by Iceland. Frost Building by Iceland. Oh, mad. Mad. And David Shakespeare. Happy New Year, Frank. Happy New Year, David. I mean that, mate. I really do. And to everyone else. I know I'd said there was a reset in the 1700s, Frank. The half-buried windows of old world buildings don't lie. Hang on. There was a reset in the 1700s, Frank. Right. So you're talking, yeah, okay. You're talking 18th century now. The half-buried windows of old world buildings don't lie. I can't make heads or tails of it. Sorry, no hide. The half-buried windows of old world buildings don't lie. The reset 1700s. Well, it was a mad century, that 1700s. Starting of the Industrial Revolution, going into the 1800s, the 19th century. Did you hear Gary Neville last night say he's had 66 when he compared the Newcastle attack to Ozzy Ardiles in the Escape to the Victory film he watched over? It was funny. Yeah, was he in that? If you ever watch that film, I'll never forget this scene. And it was the end of the film when you see all the kids, running on the pitch. And they all had tank tops on. And it was supposed to be 1944 or whatever it was. They all had tank tops on and flares and everything. It's terrible. Oh. Mary Nelson. Black and white boy. That is lovely what you said about Liverpool City. Yes, it was. It really was. Mary. It really was. And David says to the black and white boy, don't feel bad when the Blues lose. They wouldn't feel bad if we lost, and they don't want us to win the league. They don't want us to win anything. I'm sorry to say. I know a few great Blues who are good friends of mine, and they're good people. The majority. Sorry. Don't feel bad. IBR. Even a Franco, even an IBR. How are you? Happy New Year. It's been great tonight. I really didn't think that I really didn't think. I thought I'd be just coming on to say Happy New Year, and I'll just go out, and that's all. Happy New Year to all the Reds and everybody else. Look, I didn't think anyone would come on. Please, will all be, out there doing celebrations like I used to. Yeah, so it's. Oh, can I just show you something? If you ever come to Liverpool, you're going to match a game, please go to this place. It's the Headscarf and Badge. Michelle and Michael Dean own this shop. It's a small business and they're absolutely brilliant. They really are. You get some cracking stuff. And like to this, let me show you. Just let me show you. Just let me show you. Look at this. Oh, let me take it down. These are 2 Christmas presents I got off my 2 grandson. And it's all quality stuff, It's all quality stuff. I want to get myself fit to go away in the summer. Isn't that brilliant? Just imagine if we got to this Champions League final and wearing that. Hey. I was in Rome, I was in London, I was in Paris, I was in Rome again, I was in Istanbul, but I didn't go to Madrid. I didn't go. But I was there, 77, for our first win. And I was there the following year, the only British team to retain it, the first one to retain the European Cup. First team to retain. First British, that is. And this one. Love this one as well. You can't see it, can you? Oh yeah, there, that's better. Look at that. Isn't it great? And that little catch thing there, that little catch says, oh, I am Liverpool. I am a Liverpoolian. Oh, I am a Liverpoolian. Let's see if you can see it. No. Just about. See? Oh, I am a Liverpoolian. That's brilliant. Well, I've got more as well, of them. I've got more of them, and that's where you can get them if you're ever going to a match. If you get there, they're open for 2 hours of the day. And they're very reasonable. They make you welcome. You can buy a nitty hat. You can buy a scarf. You can buy a badge. You can buy hoodies. You can buy everything. And you don't have to say that I sent you, because they're very reasonable. Mary can't handle the hangovers, getting too old. Is that for fuck's sake? Yeah, it's horrible, the hangover. Our kid hasn't spoken to me for 2 years because of an hangover. He invited me up 2 years ago. He said, do you want to come up for your Christmas dinner? I said, yeah, okay. And on the day, I always take my daughter out. I've been doing it for many years on a Christmas Eve. It was tradition. So anyway, we went out. And I suffered the next day, Christmas Day. He said, are you coming up? I said, no. I said, I won't be able to make it. I said, I've got this hangover. I said, I'm sorry. Hasn't spoken to me since. That's family for you. Fucking stupid. Pathetic. So fuck them. Anyway, Steve, I was talking about you before. I was talking about when you came up to Liverpool first time and frostbilled and by Iceland. It was sort of strange, and he's just come on here. Next door's Wi-Fi isn't up to speed. I've told him to keep his 4 grandkids off the PlayStation, but alas, my pleas have been cast asunder. Happy New Year, one and all. Says Stephen. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Steve. And he carries on by saying, I could have been given a CBE, but Obi-Wan Kenobi was more fitting for such a distorted psyche. Told you he comes up with these big mad words, doesn't he? Look, people, you want me to leave so you can enjoy your evening. Good evening. If you want to enjoy your evening. Oh yeah, I'll show you that again. Just let me. Your fantasy. And it's the European nights. It's ROGQW2. ROGQW2. And it's not too late because we've just started. And what you can win for the Euros, I'll show you that again, is it's brand new, by the way, this. You know, it's the program, full program. With Mo's autograph. That's what you can win. It's there. And for the Premiership, for the Premiership, you can win this. Showing all right there before. Perpetual motion. You don't need to, it's not going now, obviously. No need for batteries. And there's the winder there. And that's yours. It's an expensive watch, by the way. And the strap fits any wrist. so you don't need to buy. A strap. You just wind it up, put it on, and then away you go. I'll leave the news. Happy New Year for everybody. Much respect. That's lovely, that, Ali. Thank you. To all the lads and girls on here. 2024, says IBR, went so fast, but let's hope 2025 sees us have a victory parade. Here, here. Yeah. Someone said would they invite Klopp, you know, on the bus? I said, well, it's a new manager now. He's gone. He said, yeah, but it's his squad, but he's gone. It's like inviting a player, isn't it? Suppose a player left. And, you know, would you invite him on the bus? What day are we on? Tuesday. I'm going to the hospital on Thursday. I'll be having a pod on Thursday night. I won't be there all day, like. So I'll be back in time for the pod's usual time, though, 8 o'clock. And we'll be pre-match. What time's the kick-off on Sunday? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Oh, it's Sunday, isn't it? 4:30 again, is it? Is it 4:30? I think it is. So there'll be a post-match on that. So we've got a pod. I might be doing the current issues and conspiracy theories this week. I want to talk about a couple of, one a Nazi general and one another high rank. I think he was a colonel or something like that. Nazi. That the Americans had the Second World War, by the way. A fellow named General Gehlen, and the other fellow was Karl Wolf, both Nazis. And they put American uniforms on them and brought them over to America. These were war criminals. And you want to hear what happened. Loads of Nazis, you know, was brought over to America for the future. And you see it today. So I'll be doing that as well. Lovely Mary says, yes, Sunday 4:30. Mary, how would you like to have a Baileys with me? That'll be nice. Sitting there, having a Baileys, bringing in the new year. Salute. And Christopher, 4:30. So I'll be having the pod at 6:30. No, about 7 o'clock I'll be having it. 7 o'clock post-match pod Sunday. So will you be joining us, Mary, on Sunday post-match? And anyone else out there, if the black and white boys there, a few's left us, unfortunately. FTJ was it? FJT, yeah, FJT. Excuse it, 8066. David Shakespeare, no worries. And Mary says, yes, I'll be there. Good girl, Mary. Try and subscribe to the channel, please. And press a like. And the notification, if there's a notification there. Yeah, there's a, and get the algorithm up there. That's all. Get the algorithm up there. And we can all be one big app, which we are, We've got some great comments, that come through. And I try to read every one of them out. There's loads of, I do like a current affairs on a Friday too. There's things like that. And there's loads of history thrown in with it, by the way. So, it's not just football to talk about. And that's on a Friday night. That's on Friday nights at 8 o'clock. So listen, I'll let you go. It's 8 o'clock. What time did it come on? 6 o'clock, 2 hours of being there. It is. It's been great. Absolutely great. Love yous all for it. Yous are all good people. Really, yous are all good people. And as TW said, I'll be watching the film. Watching the film. It's a bad night out, isn't it? Horrible. And the weather's only going to get worse as well. The weather's just going to get worse. And Mary says, your history one sounds very good. Yeah, people like it actually, Mary. Mary, it's hard to explain now, but you're getting the way the press is, and people believe in the press, and yet the press is controlled. It's not like like a journalist, writing a story about a certain thing. That journalist is gone now, long ago. Journalism, proper, true journalism is gone. It's gone. So it's like clickbait. What they do, they give you a load of phoniness, and they expect you to believe it. But if you've got half a brain or a little brain cell, you just look and go, that's phony, that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So you look at alternative news. I'm not saying I give you I'm not saying that I give you the alternative news, but what the news I do give is what I've seen the alternative stuff. The history, as far as history goes, history is I'm a PhD in history. I used to lecture about the Roman Empire. I've lectured about the Irish from 1566 onwards. What had happened? I just mentioned it briefly before, didn't I? I've lectured about that. I've lectured about Napoleon, the French Revolution. But Napoleon had nothing to do with the French Revolution. It was a fella by the name of Robespierre and Danton. Rootless people. Then, the First World War. I specialise in two great people. One is Shakespeare, and the other is Charles Dickens. So, it's things like that. And I talk about, they always come into the fore. I'm a specialist on the 1605 gunpowder plot. And you're not going to believe what else I'm a specialist on. Yes, you might find it intriguing. I'm going to do it one day, or one night. And that's Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper. I've got something here, my library here, which is fascinating. About Jack the Ripper. And I also have something on Elizabeth I. Something there. That'll open your eyes. He's had more clubs than Jack Nicklaus. Do you know what? One of the lads before stay, he said, Rooney's had more sacks than Santa Claus. That's just like more clubs than Jack Nicklaus. Oh, fantastic. I love history, says Mary. Enjoyed it in school many years ago. History's always been my forte, actually, from a child. I used to bunk off school. Funniest thing when I bunked off school once. I used to go around because I lived by the library and the museum, the Walker Gallery and St. George's Hall. That was our playground around in Liverpool. And I used to sneak around, bunker off school and go to the Walker Gallery. And my favourite picture, you've got a stairwell, it's a massive stairwell, both sides. You go up the stairs and you used to right there on the balcony, looking at this certain picture. And it was of Samson and Delilah. Oh, I used to love it. I used to just go in to looking at her Delilah, by the way. Never mind Samson. And anyway, I was standing there like that. And all of a sudden, I got a clump behind me, my head. Boom. And when I turned around, it was my teacher. He said, "What are you doing here?" I went, "I don't know what to say." And I seen all my mates, my classmates, standing there. I said, "I knew that you were coming here, sir." And he said, "We only here." Oh, so funny. He said, "I only decided to come 5 minutes ago." He said, "And you knew that we were coming here. You're psychic." got the key when he got back. Dragged it out of the bunker, Oscar. I want to go back. I always remember I was in my grandmother's and I said, I feel sick. So anyway, I'll never forget this quote, by the way. And I said, I'm sick. She said, get on the couch. I went, oh, okay. Gets on the couch and she throws a blanket over me. You know, I'm waiting for her and get up and start playing football or something if there's any mates out there, any little friends. Anyway, little did I know, she went next door, who has a phone back in the day, there has a phone, and she phones up, you know, the neighbour phones up the doctor, and he come out, Dr. Carlyle, big Irishman, with one ear. I did something on him about one of my DVDs, Dr. Carlyle. And he came and he looked at me. He said, get up. I went, I'm sick. He said, get up. Anyway, and he brought me along to school. Never forget what he said to me. He said, Francis, education is the best medication you can have. Now go into school. Never forget that. And he came on his bike. He came on his shoulder in his hand, going to school. Didn't want to go. Put me in school. I was only 25 at the time, you know. What can you do when you're a kid? Have a happy new year, Franco. And have a happy and blessed 2020. You too, IBR. Thank you for always joining us on the pods. Thank you so much. And Christopher. Frank's history chat is superb, full of art, music, and good chat. Oh, that's my history show on the Monday night, yeah. He's great as Anthony Brown. International artist, him, you know. And Stephen said, thank you for that, Christopher. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Snapey, it's no myth. Scousers in general are as warm as toast. Brilliant city here. And I'm 100% woe. Fully back. Well, this Scouser who loves you all is signing off. And I'll see you all again in 48 hours. 8 o'clock as usual. That's Thursday evening. And we'll be doing a pod pre-match. We'll be talking, hopefully. I wonder, you know, if we will get anybody. I wonder if Konate will be fit to play. So this will be all what it is on Thursday. I like your predictions. Don't forget, this is Man U game. So I want the predictions. I want who do you think should be playing. Happy New Year, Frank and chat, says TW. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, T. So me and you, mate, you know, I'll be thinking of you. On our own at midnight. Happy New Year. And Mary with a hangover. Most probably she'll have a hangover. Midnight. Mary says, good night, everyone. All the best for 2025. Yes. And to you, Mary. And Daz, Frank, do you think they all... No. Yeah, I do. I really do. I really do. I think they will. And I know you're talking about Trent, Mo and Verge. I do. And CW says, thank you, Frank, for the great pods over the year. Great community. Yes, this is what it's all about. Me, you, all these, everyone on here. Everyone. And I mean, that's a great show. Thank you, too. Thank you. I'm not from Liverpool, but if you're a Red, we're family. And that's lovely. And that's young Callum, the copite. The best copite in the world. I've made him now. The best copite. The finest copite. CW, 4-1 Sunday for me. Are they going to score against us? And Snifey says, I've been invited to speak police station on innumerable occasions, but decorum precludes the likelihood of me accepting their surreptitious overtone, even though it's sneaky. As long as they don't put a pair of nice cuffs on you, you're all right, Steve. Have a good one, Frank and chat, says Daz Reynolds. Thank you, Daz. And you. And young Colin, the famous copite. 6-0 for me. 6-0. And on that wonderful note, it's just for me, very humble me, by the way, to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you. There's an old friend of mine just come on there. Lovely man, lovely family. Happy New Year to you and all your family, Frank. Thank you so much, Jeff Ellison. And the same to you and all the Ellisons. Lovely people. I'll be putting a post up tomorrow on Facebook, so I haven't been doing it lately. Been having problems with phones and things and pain and whatever. But anyway, it's just for me to say thank you to the chat tonight for keeping me company. Having some wonderful comments. Wonderful, wonderful comments. It's been great. And the copite. And a happy new year, Edmund. March on time to bring in number 20, the live bear draw. Yes, it does roar. The bird. And lovely Jeff says thank you. Listen, people, just have a great night tonight. Have a great night. If you're with your family, hug them, embrace them. And if you're with friends as well, embrace them. Because, as Shakespeare said, out, brief candle. That's our little life. It's a brief candle, out, brief candle. So embrace what you've got now and keep it. And I'll see you all next year in 48 hours. So don't forget, 12 o'clock, think of people. And think of people who are not here with us anymore. Because they're part of our lives, part of our memories, part of everything, part of why we're here today. Think about that. So, see you all on Thursday, hopefully. Thank you so much. Love you all. I really do, you know. You might think of good night. Enjoy what you've got tonight. Enjoy tomorrow and the rest of the year. Take care. Ci vediamo. Ciao tutti. Ciao bello.